Hello and welcome to Spikenard Culture, a creative leadership podcast. I am your host, Steve. And this week we're going to be talking about Selah, embracing seasons of Sabbath, reflection, and stillness. I know, a little bit crazy, a little bit of a topic that most people don't speak about, but and also probably some of you have heard that the next month we're going radio silent, like we're going completely off the grid. And some of you, it might be like, why are we doing this? I don't understand. And honestly, like I said, these podcasts, I'm turning them into like family podcasts. What I mean by that, it's like people who call, Spikenard family, people who call our community family in both India and Africa and globally, in America. And the reason that we're doing this Selah is strategic, honestly. For me as a leader, I'm looking at a few things. But before I get to those few things, I want to talk a little bit about why it's important and what does it look like to actually take a Selah. So for me, when I think about a Selah, I think about purposeful rest. Purposeful rest, purposeful Sabbath reflection, stillness. So, I mean, most people that would have a hard time with this Selah would be people who are like, I want to work hard, I want to grind, I want to see people reached, I want to keep creating content. I feel like we're falling behind our competitors, all these things, all these things. You know what? And I just want to challenge you today because, first of all, that is a competitor's mindset. We have a value for hard work, yes. We have a value for hustle, yes. But the culture of competition is honestly a culture that we have tried to really fight against, right? What I mean by that is this: we want to really go after collaboration and networking, right? Meaning that when you're looking, right, comparison and competition, looking at other people, right, that's the thing that makes you sometimes strive and having to do all this and do this and do this. And as creatives, that's something that, is all around us. We're always trying to compete. We're always trying to do comparison. And honestly, these seasons of Selah, they're just, I do this for our community, one, because it just takes us out of the rat race, right? Because all of us can get caught up in it. I can get caught up in it. And it just takes us out. We get to unplug from social media, where we get to just unplug from all the events and all the, I have to do this, I have to do this, and say, God, come and speak into this area. Come and speak into my life. And it's a time to reflect. It's a time to rest. It's a time to be still. And the reason, like, I want us to do that as a community is a few reasons. Okay, so like the first one is simply when you have purposeful rest. Now, purposeful rest is when you are on purpose, having, like, in a sense, things that you are actually trying to get out of the restful season. And so, of course, you can have like doing nothing that is just laziness, like you should be working, but you're just lazy. But when I say purposeful rest, it's when you're reflecting, you're asking yourself questions, and you're open, right? Leaving yourself open, asking important questions. And the questions I would ask, I ask two questions, like, what am I doing and who am I doing it with? Right? I'm not really asking like the where are you doing it, but like really, what am I doing and who am I doing it with? And is this what I should be doing? And is this the people I should be doing it with? And I'm asking all of you, and myself included, to be asking these questions, because in that space, we can actually see the Lord come in, different ideas. We're open, we're unplugged, and you can be like, okay, what am I doing? Okay, like I'm doing Spikenard. I'm a creator. I'm a designer. I'm a writer. Okay, who am I doing it? I'm doing it with Spikenard. I'm doing it with this group. I'm doing it with this person. What I mean? Like it's able, like missing the seasons of Selah. It's they're able to again like bring confirmation, like I'm in the right place. But also, I think what Selah does that's beautiful is that it allows you to step back. It allows you to say, you know what? This is not for me. It allows you to say, hey, I don't know if this is kind of where I'm supposed to be. And that's okay, right? And so that's kind of what I'm going after, is that for the people who are saying, hey, I don't know if this is for me, I also want that to be a space where you can honestly say, hey, I want to step back. I want to do this. And then the other thing like I want to talk about is that you're able to ask, hey, Lord, like, what is something new that you want to breathe into my life? So, as most of you guys know, number 8, so it's August, it's the 8th month. We're going on the 8th month and saying, God, number 8, new beginnings. It's a number of new beginnings. And so we're really believing for new beginnings. And I'm telling you guys, like, I am a guy that's willing to change everything. I'm not afraid. I'm not competing against anyone, honestly. I'm not competing against any ministry or any organization. We don't have that spirit. We're running our own race. We're saying, God, what do you have for us? And I'm willing to shift everything. If the Lord says shift into music, shift into whatever, like sports, switch into whatever, like the Lord would highlight and say, hey, like I'm breathing on this right now, like tap into this, then I am so open. And I'm open to hearing from anyone, not just like people in our family, but anyone who's listening to this or anyone that you like, people, your family, as you're listening to this, if anyone is like, hey, I haven't seen anyone tap into this, I feel like the Lord has this for you guys. Like, I really want to be open. I want to be so humble and I want to be open to whoever and whatever the Lord will say and speak it through. Because I believe in a season of new beginnings is an open door for all of us to hear and to listen. Because I think about something like Mobcom, which became such a hit. We had the most people in the last few months. We had over 80 people in a Zoom call because of an idea that came from just people listening to the Lord. And so I believe that in this next month, we could literally see not just one, but two or three or four, 5 ideas that just like change the game. Because for me, I want to see people encountered. I want to see the culture shifted. I want to see more creatives creating. And so I want to see all of us just shine. And honestly, that the biggest thing here is that we would have the courage, and yes, I mean it. We would have the courage to step back and not just, like strive. And I would encourage everyone to just take a step back from social media, take a step back from all the distractions and try to be present, try to read more and try to talk more, try to have conversations. And that's like my encouragement as for us as a community is like, how can we do that? How can we actually take in all the things that God is trying to speak to us? Because I believe that he has a lot of great things for us as a family. And I think this is the best way to receive it. And so, yeah, like I just want to share a little bit of a story as we end here. I remember the last Selah we took was in December, Jan this last year. And Ricky came down from Ricky from Outcast. He came down to Delhi. I was in Delhi at the Face to Face Foundation, and they had a worship event, and he just asked me, he's like, "Hey, you guys have been silent. It's December, Jan. Why have you guys been so silent?" And I love that relationship I have with Ricky and Sam and some of my other friends who are able to challenge me and question and really speak into my life. Because if it wasn't for Ricky honestly challenging me at that time and that season, I don't know if Spikenard would be where it is right now, because I came out of that Selah being like, hey, like people are paying attention to what Spikenard is doing. People are paying attention to our post. And it made me so excited, even though it was just like, hey, you guys have been so silent. I just took that as Ricky saying, hey, you guys bring so much value to the space. And I want to see more Spikenard content. And that made me just be so excited. Like, it made me excited to actually be more organized and create more content. And I think we've done that, and I hope that happens again this next, like Selah, because, someone like Ricky could just jump in and just give us a charge that boosts us for the next few months. And, also shout out to Ricky and his team. They're launching Outcast Academy, this week. And I'm super, super excited. I'm going to be actually, I'm going to be flying to, Hyderabad and to be with them and just speak and encourage them. And so I'm super, super excited about that. But yeah, like, guys, this season is going to be a good season. I'm super excited to step in and to see what God will do. And please keep us in your prayers. Please, if you have anything to share with us as a team, please come to our social media platforms. Just say anything. Like, honestly, we're open to any feedback, good or bad. tell us anything. I am so open, too open. Tell us anything, any advice, any comment, any event that worked well, that didn't work well, colors, social media, anything. We're really, really, really open, to hearing from you guys. And so without further ado, I'm just gonna leave you with that, and I'm just gonna see you in September. I'm excited to actually take this break, but also excited to see what God will do as out of that. And so bless you guys, and I'll see you next month.